What's up guys, Scott here, we're Wandering the Wilderness, and today we're going to take a look at this kind of a bug out or go bag comms kit from Tigrett Outdoors. Alright, stick with me and we're going to get into it. Before we dig into this kit and kind of go over all of its contents, just throwing a, we'll say disclaimer out there, right? Tigrett did send this to me. Awesome company, highly recommend. No bias in any way. They did not ask anything from me. I'm not getting paid of anything of that sort, all right? So just kind of going over some things, all right? I would consider myself very low on the amateur scale when it comes to radio comms, and it's a skill that I'm really wanting to build and learn on, all right? So this is kind of like my current comms kind of setup. I got the deep cell battery with a solar panel that recharges it. Have the Bofang UV5R is with a antenna that kind of reaches out much further. And then I have my variety of handheld sets that I can use, you know, hunting here on the home. Use it for a variety of different purposes, whether I'm out training and doing field exercises, setting those channels, frequencies, all that kind of stuff. I can do that, all right? When it comes to programming, I have completely programmed a radio before. Not very strong on it. You know, I kind of looked up some of the information, did a bunch of research, kind of got it set up to where I pick up stuff. But when it comes to, say, amateur radio, ham radio, not an area that I'm overly strong in. So I can definitely use these in communicating with individuals in a group, communicating people within my AAO, which I have done. I got frequencies set up with other people, you know, different distances away that I have communicated with. And I can do all that kind of stuff, which is what the majority of individuals are going to be using a lot of these kind of setups for. As well as kind of what this is, I think, a great setup for. But when it comes to your, you know, communication is key. If you can't, you know, shoot, move, communicate, then you're in trouble. You know, hand signals only go so far. You know, just as far as you could potentially see and make out what's going on. But having a means of communication, whether that be grid down or whatever that may be, training exercise, doing work on your property, you know, communicating, even like over-the-road truckers with CB radios, or, you know, the individuals that carry those extra wide loads and have multiple vehicles in the convoy, being able to communicate with each other and not have to use something like the cell phone or cell service or something like that is very beneficial. You know, the hurricane that just did significant damage in North Carolina and parts of Tennessee and all that, you know, the ham radio, the two-way radio, the all of that, that was a primary means of communicating, because cell phones were gone. All right, so it's a skill that I believe is slowly getting lost. Seemed like it had a lot of popularity and feels like 60s, 70s type thing, then seemed to dip off quite a bit, but I think it's getting a bit of a re-emergence because people are seeing the usefulness of it, you know. As cell phones got to be what they are now, people didn't see the need for these resources and these skills, and people lost them. But I think a lot of us within the kind of prepared citizen type community are really seeing the usefulness of this, and these are skills that I'm wanting to advance in myself. So anyway, just giving you that disclaimer before I go over all the contents in this go bag for your comms kit. All right, let's get over the table and take a look at what we get. All right, guys, so just one of the big things with the Tigrett Outdoors is that with a lot of individuals using the Bofang radios for you know, the prepared citizen, preparedness type community, for the, you know, overlanding, off-roading, hiking, backpacking, church security type community, right? A lot of people are using these radios because they're inexpensive, they're unlockable, and they work. All right, so it's a very popular radio. So Tigrett Outdoors, you know, they kind of filling a need that they had seen, kind of came up with a variety of different kind of accessories, and one of their big ones is this push-to-talk kind of cable here. So, you know, it kind of plugs into your radio, has your built-in mic, push button, you can put it on the collar, all of that sort of thing. So I do have one set up on my Walker's headset. I was using these recently when I was out cutting firewood. All right, so I had the radio in my pocket, and you see here I got the their communication cable here. It's called the SMC Cable, Shoot, Move, Communicate. All right, so got the cable plugged in to the radio. This right here has a clip that you could put on your collar, lapel, your pocket, whatever, your body armor. And then in here's the built-in mic. So from this, it has another cable that can go up to your headset. All right, so then you can use your hearing protection. You have this to be able to transmit whatever information's coming through your radio into your hearing protection, and then you have your push to talk with a built-in mic right there. All right, so really just a solid product. It's not overly complicated. Has the your standard kind of cable here that goes into all of your headsets. You know, I've had other sets that kind of have like a plastic form here that kind of if it doesn't fit, it's not going to work. All right, so this kind of makes it much more universal in that manner. All right, and it worked great. You know, I could listen to, you know, whatever I wanted to listen to while out working the chainsaw, and I was protecting my ears from that noise. All right, so again, I got the I just have the weather radio playing in it right now. Just talking about all the storms that are coming through right now. All right, so, and these walkers, they're not on. Okay, so it's playing directly through. I don't have the power button pushed, working perfectly. Okay, so just kind of wanted to show you that on the Tigrett Outdoors in their SMC cable. Great product in my opinion. All right, so that's kind of what that looks like. All right, but what I wanted to go over today is what is kind of their go bag. All right, so the bag itself, it's a solid bag, and it is tearaway. So if you recently watched my my first aid video, first aid kits, IFAKs, I like the tearaway's application because you can have it inside of your vehicle through the MOLLE or on your pack, and if somebody needs it, they can tear away the main part of the pack without having to unweb everything. All right, so open this up, you get the cool little patch here from Tigrett Outdoors. Got your two-way radio. You know this is your comms bag. All right, open it up, and it comes with everything you need. Now, every time I have opened this, this antenna has sprung open. All right, but this is the Nagio NA771 VHF and UHF antenna. All right, so you get that as well as your regular antenna that comes with the Bofang radio, and it has the quick connect connector on the antenna, and they've already put one on the radio itself, so you can use the quick connect on this antenna. All right, you're getting the regular kind of earpiece mic, cheap kind of setup that comes with that radio. Goes ahead, gives it to you, charging cable, and then over here you're going to get a pre-programmed channel guide. So what channels that are already pre-programmed in the radio, and it's going to be pre-programmed to your area. All right, so what the channels are, where the repeaters are, all that information is right there. And then also the information to go and get your licenses for your GMRS license, and all that is also right there on the back of the card. So if you are new or advancing in your radio use, you got a guide right there to kind of help you along. And this comes with another one of those kits. Let's see, this one has like a metal clip on it. This one has a metal clip but is with Velcro. So say if you're using body armor or a chest rig or something like that, you can Velcro that right to your kit wherever it may work. Or say inside of your vehicle or whatever, you Velcro it up on a sun visor. All right, so that comes with that. You also have your professional FM transceiver little book right here in your user manual. All right, you're going to get your regular battery, your standard size battery that comes with your Bofang. All right, and then you're going to get the larger battery. All right, so recently was watching, Prepared Citizens, one of Jay's videos, and he was talking about, how to make your best $100 on a radio. This was like his #1 upgrade, right? You're doubling your battery capacity, and you have your regular Bofang UV5R, and now you've just doubled your battery capacity, and the size feels a whole lot better than the smaller little compact deal. All right, so that comes in this kit also, and you already have your quick connect. All right, the radio itself, like I said, it comes pre-programmed with all of your channels, and all the repeaters and all that is already on there, so you don't have to fool with any of that. That's just another added benefit, especially for somebody who's just trying to get into comms. It's already set up. All right, awesome thing about that. All right, then with this Go kit also, this one specifically has a solar charger and a power bank. All right, so it has all your different cords already attached to the back. It has a solar recharge, has the little flashlight here on the front. Let's see, I used this thing once earlier, and your flashlight does do all of the oh, let me find my button. Oh, there it is. Buttons on the side. Flashlight does do the different strobe, SOS, all that good stuff, all right? So another little added benefit, okay? Maybe you had to ditch your vehicle. You were out doing, off-roading, overlanding, whatever it was, and you got yourself in a situation that you had to do a self-rescue and leave your vehicle. All right, so you got a battery backup here to recharge your radio. You also have a flashlight, you have the SOS, and you have a strobe. So another added benefit when it comes to having this kind of go bag of a comms kit. And then here's another charger, your clip, and your little lanyard. That all comes with your factory radio. All right, so all in all, I mean, extremely well thought out kit in my opinion. You have an upgraded battery. You have the upgraded quick disconnect. All right. You have upgraded antenna. All right. You have a upgraded comms cable. So if you want to tie it in with your headset, and then you have the additional factory battery that comes with it. Pre-programmed, ready to roll. I mean, this is, in my opinion, if you are just starting out and you want to get a solid kit already ready to go for in an emergency and be able to recharge all of that, I mean, it seems like a great kit to me. So, I'm going to be increasing my knowledge and ability within doing comms even more so than I already have. And, this kit, I feel like, is definitely going to help me do that. And, if this may be something you guys are highly interested in, I think it's very solid, very well thought out and put together. So you just got you got tons of use and application with tons of power and a means to recharge that. For me, that's a no-brainer. This is a solid product in my opinion. Would love to hear what you guys think, especially those of you out there in the kind of comms world that are really excited about this stuff and have spent tons of time learning these skills. What do you guys kind of think about this kit? Is it kind of a well thought out, well put together? I'd love to hear that in the comments. For me, and I would say I'm definitely amateur. I feel like this is solid. So anyway, this may be a kit that you guys are looking for. It is a kit that I would say could be extremely beneficial to you. And if that's the case, I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. Again, they did send me this product. I'm not, affiliate. I'm not getting any sales commission or paid or anything like that. I'm just sharing this for you as I think it is a very beneficial type product. So I would highly recommend you guys go check it out. This may be something that you guys are interested in, and communication is key. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless.